Just because Congress made a deal to avoid the fiscal cliff doesn't mean everything's okay. Congress will still have to fight over spending cuts, and most taxpayers will still see their taxes go up. That's just one thing to consider when you plan for 2013. Rebecca Jarvis is back to show you how to deal with the changes on Wall Street and in Washington. Good morning again.
Good morning again.
The bottom line is we're all going to be paying more.
Most people are, yes. 77% of Americans are going to see their taxes rise, and that's in part because the payroll tax, which was cut to help avert some of the recession's damage, that is going up on everyone. So now it's 6.2% from 4.2%. The average family, let's say you make between $50,000 and $70,000, this year you're going to see your taxes go up about $10,000 because of that payroll tax hike. If you're making $100,000 to $200,000, it's going to be more like a $2,000 increase in the taxes that you pay.
What about our retirement savings? Any change there?
Retirement savings, the major change should be from you. It should be to contribute more, to continue to think about how to make more changes personally that can put more money in the bank, that can plan more for your own future. Because ultimately, when you look at where things are projected to be cut on the spending cuts, think about Medicare, think about the entitlement programs, think about Social Security. Those are areas that haven't been discussed formally yet. They haven't been made into a deal, but they very likely could be made into a deal, and the only way to protect yourself is to save. Not enough people are thinking about this. Just 42% of Americans have even thought about the future. Crunch the numbers. You need about 40%, or rather, Social Security replaces just about 40% of your income when you're actually in retirement. So you have to think 60% is going to be coming from you at least.
It's a big number. I mean, so basically, I mean, how should we be saving then at this point?
The number one thing that you can do for yourself is a Roth IRA and contributions to your 401k. And here's why. With a Roth IRA, you can take the money out once you're in retirement without paying taxes on it. It's the only retirement savings vehicle where you're not going to be paying taxes on whatever the gains are in that account.
But that's only for some income levels, right?
Some income levels. But most people can max it out this year with $5,000. If you're over 50 years old, you can put $6,000 in, and it can still apply to the 2012 tax year as long as you put that money in before April 15th. So it's very important to do that. You could do it now before April 15th, and then after April 15th, contribute another $5,000 or $6,000 if you're over 60 years old. It's a really important thing. Plus, the 401k, especially if your employer has a match, you want to do that, because if your employer came to you and said, would you like a 3% raise, you wouldn't turn them down. Right. Well, in many cases, that's what the match is going to look like in your retirement
free money,
account.
You got to take it.
It's free money.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
Show me the money, baby.
So what about the stock market in all this? Because, I mean, we've had so many dips and turns here with all these concerns about the fiscal cliff, and there are going to be more of these, as we know. There's still should we be investing in the market?
Ultimately, the market is what returns more than most other savings vehicles. Last year, with all the dips and turns, the S&P 500 still managed to return 13.4%. On average, if you look at it historically, the S&P 500 returns between 5 and 7%. And if you've looked at, let's say you have a normal savings account or you have a checking account that pays a little interest, if you've looked at that lately, you're not getting paid much to keep your money there stagnant in the bank. And I'm not saying to take all your money out of the bank and put it into that stock account or that bond account, but ultimately, you want to get paid for the money that you've set aside, and you're going to get paid in general, historically speaking, a lot more from the stock market than if you leave it in that savings account where interest rates are zero, and the Federal Reserve has said they're going to remain there for some time to come.
All right, Rebecca Jarvis making us smarter again. Rebecca, thank you.
Thanks.